Welcome to the box seat for a Wednesday edition, midweek racing at Ascot on the 14th of April 2021. Where the rail's at 14 metres, the track condition is the talking point. Soft 7 on Monday, soft 6 on Tuesday, hopefully verging a soft 5 by Wednesday with not a lot of rain forecast for the next 48 to 72 hours. We do have the rail out 14 metres, so I'm thinking horses get back, run on down the centre. At least that's how I'm going to tip for the majority of the card. And we roll straight into race number 1, the Amelia Park Handicap over 1,000 metres. We watch the narrow second placing of Just a Pinch.
Wide and now 4 deep after getting shunted on the home corner. They balanced at the 250. Nahachi snuck clear of Hariasa down the outside. Running on is Just a Pinch. They come to the 150. Still Nahachi the leader. Just a Pinch trying valiantly. It's Nahachi in front. Just a Pinch won't get to it. Nahachi wins it first up. Nahachi from
Keshel Duran rode the filly that day. 3 wide the trip, no cover. Did it very tough. Very impressive, I thought, in the finish there. Couldn't quite reel in Narachi, and that is a horse of Adam Durrant's who's always flashed a little bit of ability and a little bit of potential. I think here with the senior rider going on in Peter Nucky, sitting just off the speedy filly Spice Delight, gets last crack at her and probably rides this, Peter, quite similar to how Spice Delight was beaten first up with Icy Red, just sitting on the toe ball, coming around heels, right place, right time. That's at least how I see race number 1, Just a Pinch number 2. From 5, Spice Delight, who drops out of a Saturday race back into a Wednesday, back 100 metres, blinkers on, ticks a lot of boxes here, very hard to run down. Number 3, the enigmatic Billy Ray, who we definitely haven't seen the best of yet, and he's been a wallet burner so far in his career. And then the top weight, number 1 in Strike. My numbers in race number 1, 2, 5, 3 and 1. Race number 2, Crown Perth Maiden for the 2-year-olds over 1,200 metres. We're watching the debut performance of Electric Rose.
Straight they balance up. Electric Rose dashes to the lead. Over on the outside, Ain't No Other Man is starting to close the margin down very quickly, however, and Ain't No Other Man at the 175 races up to grab the lead down the outside. Awesome Rival is making ground, but it's Ain't No Other Man who lands very good bets. Ain't No Other Man beat home the fast finishing.
Third behind Ain't No Other Man looks like pretty good form on paper now, with Ain't No Other Man beaten just a nose on the weekend by Featherweight in what should be a pretty good form reference here. Drawn the inside gate, and that's naturally going to be one of the queries on the program on Wednesday. Will the inside pad be the place to be, or will it be horses coming off the fence that are those that are coming to the fore in the finish? I'm thinking off the fence, so I'm going to push her just down to second, just one place, because I think Willie Pike's filly here and She's a Classy Chicks can get over the top of them late. Steps out to 1,200 metres, which looks like a tick. Comes from a Saturday 2-year-old race, also a tick. And she ran home in some of the best closing sections last start in what I thought was pretty eye-catching effort. Putting her on top to make it win number 1 at start number 3, number 5, She's a Classy Chicks. From number 6, Electric Rose, should I say. I think that this filly was very good on debut and she looks the testing material. Number 11 in Didira. Now this filly was so impressive at the trials. Interesting to see how it lines up to race day, but from what we saw last start at Belmont at the trials, she's definitely going to be measuring up in town. Number 10, Buzzoom, drawn a wide gate, probably going to do it tough, but one for the Black Book to follow going forward. My numbers in race number 2, 5, 6, 11 and 10. Race number 3, Carbine Club of WA Maiden over 1,200 metres. We watch the debut performance of Danny Morton's horse in War Warrior.
Up around them to the outside as they balance up. Zach Loves to Fly headed past the 250. Starlift got out off the inside and still battling on is Chick Flicks on the outside with War Warrior next a further length away. Starlift on the inside had gone to the lead. Chick Flicks has had enough. It's Starlift the leader. War Warrior coming hard. So's the newcomer Kelly's Hero and in a happy days, but Starlift finally cracks it.
Good strong effort there on debut from War Warrior. Brad Rawiller rode that day. Brad Rawiller rides on the weekend. He's drawn a really nice gate, and when you consider that before that debut performance, he cast a plate in the prelim, had to be re-shod and then passed fit to start, I thought the effort was full of merit. Definitely a top 2, top 3 proposition here, but I've been very impressed with one coming out of the trials. His name is Casanori, and he's out of the former very good race mare of Sharon Miller's in Takanori. So hopefully has some of Mum's ability here, but I do like what I saw at the trials. Matched motors, but without being tested behind a Billy Ray, who we see a form line through in race number 1. And if Alan Kennedy can keep him off the fence and keep him in clear air, I think he can make it a winning debut here. Quite keen too that Casanori runs a really good race, number 3. From 1, War Warrior, no doubt hard to beat, drawn a gate alongside and should get the right run. Number 7, I Shink of You, a really nice trial effort under William Pike. Ryan Hill rides here, and if it is get back run on conditions, should be flashing late. Number 6, Lasting Impact, first up from an awkward draw, but I do note there's not a lot of speed in this, so maybe Chris Parnham gets across safely. My numbers in race number 3, 3, 1, 7 and 6. Race number 4, Heineken 3 Handicap, a Class 1 over the Flying 1000. Not often a form reference would read this well on paper. It's a maiden victory down at Albany of Material Witness.
Then followed Horlani and Barbariza. Around the corner, Sahelu just in front of Rum the outside. Bazel's down the outside. We wonder why. Material Witnesses come back to the inside. 150 to go. Anyone's race. Sahelu in front. Material Witness now gets into overdrive on the inside. Charged through. Coming behind it. Running on well into second spot is We Wonder Why. But Material Witness are solid.
I think we can all agree, not just your average maiden victory down there at Albany. Now, Material Witness in that replay we just watched ran the fastest last 8, 6, 4 and 200 metre splits of both the race, but also of the entire meeting. So it's definitely going to hold up, you would imagine, in town. He's better than just an Albany maiden horse. He can make his presence felt in Class 1 company and beyond for sure. But this is a very good Class 1. In fact, this race wouldn't be out of place on a Saturday. And it is Saturday form lines that my on-top selection brings, in number 2, Forest War. 5th behind Platinum Bullet, Resort Man, Diablerie. 3rd behind Like a Jaguar and Mood Swings. It's genuine Saturday sprinting form that this 4-year-old brings, and I think he can return victorious first up no trial, but he does have a lot of weight to carry and an awkward draw. Number 5, Timescale, who was last seen in the Placid Arc behind Shantalk, a flying filly of Rusty Stewart's. The replay horse, Material Witness, and the top weight returning here in Empire Reign. This is a very good race, and I'm hoping to be a very good form reference in the next fortnight or next 3 weeks in the box seat here will follow. But in race number 4, it's 2, 5, 4 and 1. Race number 5, Tab Touch Betty or Bet Handicap. It's a Class 1, and we watched the last start dominant display on Good Friday of Big Screen.
Well back in the field, well, Yule is going all haste for the judge. Into the straight at the 300, Big Screen opening right up. Races about 3, 4 in front now from G-Force, Renegade Ruler, Piccola Signora down the outside with American Grin. Inside the last 100 though, it's Big Screen all over. Bar the shouting Big Screen. And Big Screen here, this youngster.
Really well named horse, Big Screen. He's by Sessions out of Motion Pictures. She won a Caracatta plate as a 2-year-old filly. Motion Pictures the mum, but Big Screen looks like he'll get this trip and beyond. Expecting Kirill to come across from the wide gate, ride him for speed, and in a wide open Class 1 he's definitely a winning chance. But I did push him down the order a little bit, plainly and simply because I'm tipping horses for the majority of the card that get back and run on. One of those should be the filly Wins a Lot. She was sitting outside the leader last start, but that's definitely not her go. She was 3 wide, they were walking. Jason Whiting made the right call in that race to roll forward and sit in the breeze, but I thought she was completely unsuited. So I'm going to follow up here, get back, run on, and hopefully she can reproduce that run of 3 starts ago that saw her split Temptation, who ran 3rd in the Oaks and 2nd in the Derby, and in that race she beat home 2-time subsequent winner in Fiery Bay. Putting her on top here, number 5, Wins a Lot. From 4, Warcidium, gets the senior rider, comes back a step in grade. Number 1, Tick Along, who's going really well at the moment, just struggling to find the right race for him. And also number 2, Big Screen, the replay horse. If he can reproduce that mid-race breather and then sprint into the corner, no doubt he'll take beating in a wide open race. My numbers in race number 5, 5, 4, 1 and 2. Race number 6, Morley Growers Market Handicap at a mile. We go to the first up victory of Come Right Back.
Straight off the track, Fire Sale, Juliet under pressure and working into the clear, Stella Ann, but it's Scoreline who led them at the 250, a length and a half clear. Here comes Come Right Back and Chief Archer. They're putting their runs in together, this pair. At the 150, Chief Archer, Come Right Back from Scoreline. Come Right Back on the outside, now starts to really put his stamp on things late and comes away first up with a good win. Come Right Back.
That Victory looked like a horse was about to go right through the grades. More importantly, the second horse in the replay there, Chief Archer, well, at his next start, he was victorious to make the form look good, and he was beaten a length and a half in the finish there. Has to carry 61 kilos, has a wide gate as well, Come Right Back. But this horse, I think, is a Saturday type in the making. He's the winner of 5 from 15, and he threw a couple of races away early on in his career where he just didn't seem to know what was going on. I loved his trial, I loved his arrogant first up victory, and I don't think this race is a lot deeper, so I think he can make it 2 from 2 this preparation. Number 1 in Come Right Back. Number 11, Watch Me Nay Nay, a horse that's teased punters over the last 12, 18, 24 months. This is a nice race for him, but I'm starting to wear thin on the confidence on him as a genuine type. Number 4, Friars Fantasia from that replay. Gets a similar run here, but doesn't go as well at Ascot as she does at Bunbury. Number 6, Great Charade, steps up sharply in trip, but has hit a purple patch of form for Trevor Andrews. My numbers in race number 6, 1, 11, 4 and 6. Race number 7, Mrs. Max Handicap, 2,400 metres. All of these stayers starting to warm up for the 3,100 metre Jericho Cup qualifier down at Albany on the Anzac Day Monday public holiday. One of them, who's definitely on the right track, is Final Chill.
Rooney Island and Asymmetric brushed together. Asymmetric got onto the wrong leg. Hyperspace joins them quickly. Final Chill keeps coming though down the outside. Crystal Valley further back making ground. Hyperspace, Final Chill, Hyperspace. Now Pike takes Final Chill to the lead. It responds, kicks away. Final Chill goes home to win it. Final Chill.
Hasn't this horse come of age in the last couple of months? He was running eye-catching races under Jade McNaught, under Mitchell Pateman, but since William Pike's gone aboard, this horse has just gone to a completely new level. He was making a mid-race move 2 starts ago when he came around them deep and proved to be the best stayer. He was ridden a little bit cuter last start, but he still got spat out the back, worked his way around them, 3 wide with cover, 4 wide with cover, and let down very impressively there in replay. No reason he can't win again, but these stayers do turn it up from time to time, so it's always tough to tip into the 2400s with confidence. In fact, I'm going for a horse that was beaten a margin in that replay we just watched there, the Escort. Sean O'Donnell picks up the ride, drawn a barrier for the first time in a long while, sits close handy to the speed, proven in the going. I think the Escort can give this a shake, each way odds at least for the stayers. Number 12. 2 Final Chill, 3 Crystal Valley. They ran 1-2 in the replay we watched. No reason they can't run 1-2 again. Number 7, Friar Away. Very consistent, very honest. Doesn't win out of turn. My numbers in race number 7, 12, 2, 3 and 7. Race number 8, Varley Bob King Handicap. It is a class 3 and it is over 1,400 metres. We watch a 3-year-old filly who charged to the line here in replay behind Billy Ain't Silly. Her name, Stella Vista.
Home straight. Billy Ain't Silly had hit the front from Special View. A length and a half away then is Indigo Blue and a further 2 behind those then. Over on the outside, Stella Vista, but Billy Ain't Silly dashes clear. It's Billy Ain't Silly clearing out down past the 100. 2.5 in front of Stella Vista. It's all Billy Ain't Silly. It's going to career in. Billy Ain't Silly a length and a half, but did it well from Stella.
I think if Billy Ain't Silly was in this race, he'd be $1.90. I'm fingers crossed we get around that $2.50 mark for Stella Vista, but maybe I'm a little bit ambitious there because Chris Parnham is unstoppable at the moment, because Simon Miller's team are producing winners for fun, and because she's a 3-year-old filly, a progressive 3-year-old filly, taking on a field of horses who are all been about this mark for at least 12 months now. She looks the progressive horse in a field that are on their mark. I think she can take the step, probably back in grade if you will, from a 3-year-old handicap to a class 3. I think she beats the older horses here. I think she's the best bet on the program, and she'll be an anchor job for me as well in the quaddie. Pretty keen that that's the best form line that you'll see in this race, and pretty keen that she'll get the job done. Number 8, Stella Vista. Number 4, Yulong Earth. I just come back to the fact that if I'm marking Yulong Earth as the danger, that she probably is a good bet here, Stella Vista. Doesn't win very often, does a lot wrong. They make a few gear changes here, and he seems to go pretty well for Jason Whiting. Number 13, Rexford, who's coming out of a West Speed Saturday race and ran really well behind Prize Nemesis. Number 3, Divine Quest, a recent trial winner, a get-back run-on mare who should get conditions to suit on Wednesday. My numbers in race number 8, 8, 4, 13 and 3. Best bets time for Wednesday the 14th of April 2021. Race 6, number 1, Come Right Back to go 2 from 2 this prep, and race 8, number 8, Stella Vista to make it 2 wins from 3 starts. WA Sires produce on the weekend. Tickets perthracing.com.au.